shitty deezy. What happening? Hello. Oh. Yo, it's Usman, Team Physical. How you doing? I want to talk a little bit about what Team Physical is. A couple of people asked me, what's this Team Physical thing that you're doing? When I've described to them what I'm doing, what I'm saying, what I'm putting out there, the information that I'm putting out there, and the purpose behind Team Physical, well, some people think, oh well, there are more aspects than just the physical that you're talking about here. You're talking about the mental, you're talking about some spiritual aspects, maybe even emotional aspects too. So why Team Physical? And the answer is that we experience life through the physical. We experience life as human beings through our physical body, and what I find I'm so passionate about, what I have a lot of passion for, is the relationship between body, mind, spirit, and how through using the body, we can strengthen these other areas. By exercising, by moving your body, you are tapping into higher states of mind, higher states of consciousness. You're tapping into different parts of yourself. You're growing as a character, and it all starts with movement. It all starts with the physical. Overcoming physical obstacles, and therefore overcoming mental obstacles at the same time. Do you get me? So it's like training, exercising, running, challenging your body, and overcoming the mental obstacles that come with that, because there will be times when you don't think to yourself, or when you're thinking, oh, I can't do that, or I'm so tired, I have to stop, I can't breathe, my legs are giving in, I can't go any further. And these are mental obstacles, and it's through the physical that we can overcome them. We're using the body, we're getting the blood flowing, we're using this vehicle that we've been given, and through strengthening it, we can strengthen the mind, we can strengthen the spirit, or the connection that we have with the spirit through the body. Imagine a time when you, let's say you wanted to master the handstand, and you started off and you were absolutely terrible at doing handstands, and you kept on practicing, kept going, and you doubted yourself. So that's the mental here. The mind was telling you that you couldn't do it. The mind was telling you that you weren't any good. But you stayed motivated and focused, and you carried on practicing. And a few years later, 3 years, 4 years later, you mastered it. So you went from an absolute novice, someone who couldn't even pull off the most basic of handstand, postures. Like you were falling around all over the place, There was no alignment, everything was just, you were at 1%, and then you kept on practicing, and eventually you reached the point of mastering a handstand, or some movement. Could be anything, could be a push-up. If you're someone that you don't believe that you can do a push-up, that's your mind, then this is the mental, putting a constraint and a limitation on your ability. But through practice with the physical, you can then prove your mind wrong, and prove that you can get to a higher level, through the physical. Okay, Maria. Yo, Maria's calling me for food. She's amazing. Oh, she cooks beautiful food, and she provides it like, wow, she feeds me. Pure love she is. But anyway, that's the essence of Team Physical. It's about the relationship between body, mind and spirit. It's about using the body, using the physical, to enhance these other areas of our lives. When you're not exercising, there's stagnation. I find personally, from my own experience, when I'm exercising, my emotions are great. I'm happy, I'm grateful. I'm alive. The blood's flowing. I've got energy. I feel in touch. I'm good. I'm good. I'm in a good place when I'm exercising regularly. When I'm moving. When I'm not moving, it doesn't matter how much I'm meditating. Doesn't matter how much I'm reading. If I'm not exercising, if I'm not using my body, if I'm not putting good food into my body, something ain't right. Something doesn't flow properly, because think about this, your emotions, they flow through your body. Everything flows through your body. Your body chemistry, your biochemistry, your physiology, all this stuff is key to the experience that you have in life. It's not just about meditation. It's not just about reading books and being happy mentally. It's not just about that. It's about coming into the body and realising how everything flows through it. Your emotions flow. You've got chakras. Things are flowing in your body. And depending on what food you put into your body, depending on how you treat your body, depending on how you look after yourself, and depending on how you move and how you use your body, your vehicle, this determines the flow, the quality of the flow, the quality of your life experience. Because energy levels, let's say you're in you're feeling low energy, right? You're feeling low energy. Now that can come down to many, many, many physical things. It's not just about mentality here, because we're very quick to jump to that mentality, like, just be happy, or just, I don't know, do some mental technique to get yourself out of this state and put yourself in a more highly energetic state. What about your blood sugar? Maybe you're dehydrated. Maybe that's why you're agitated. Maybe that's why you feel anxious, because you just need some water. Or maybe your blood sugar's low and you've got to eat some fruit, and you've got to eat some food, and you've got to start putting healthy things into your body. Maybe this anxiety is coming from all the sugar that you're eating, not the lack of meditation. I ain't saying that meditation is something that isn't important. It's key. Meditation is key as well. But I'm saying, what about all the sugar that you're eating? What about all that processed sugar, unnatural sugar, the white sugar that's in all of the crap that we see in the shops? What about all that? That plays a role in your anxiety. What about all these mad foods that you're eating, the dairy, and that's where you're getting your colds from. That's why you're getting sick. That's why you're getting congested. And one of the key reasons. So it all comes back to the physical. It all comes back to the body. If we didn't have a body, we'd just be this thing, energy floating around. We would still be there in existence. Our energy would still be present, but it wouldn't be encapsulated in physical form. There would be no ability to express and to control and to move and to even think, because you wouldn't have a brain. You'd just be energy, being. Which is also important to remember, is that the essence of what you are is more than just your body. You are more than your body. However, we live in a physical universe, we live in a physical realm, and we operate in a physical way. We are physical beings. We have been given a body. This is our vehicle. We got to look after it. It's our powerhouse. Everything comes from the body. So, team physical. We're a team. We're working together. I'm not teaching. I can't teach, because I don't know anything, really. I know some things from my own experiences. But it's about sharing. It's about teamwork. It's about coming together. It's about experimentation and sharing new ideas with each other. Loving each other unconditionally, giving to each other. Becoming better human beings. Creating better DNA for the next generation and the next generation and the next generation, getting healthy. Because we're passing on, you pass on your DNA through generations and generations. Diseases, conditions, whether that's mental or physical, they're passed on. You pass these things on. So take care of your health, because you're going to pass that on to someone, and you want to pass them on something good. You want to give them good genes. You want to give them good, healthy, powerful, strong DNA, so that they can then live a healthier and happier life, because that's what it all comes down to, living healthier and happier. I'm not talking about survival of the fittest here. No, when I'm talking about strong DNA, I'm not talking about survival of the fittest. I'm talking about living healthily and happily, passing that on to the next generation so that they can make the world a better place, and for them then to do the same and pass that next level onto the leading generation after them, their children. Just think what we can do if we're thinking 10 generations down the line, becoming better, healthier people now, so that 10 years down the line, 10 generations down the line, the world is an amazing place where people are so in tune with their body, where we're not sitting on these Western toilets where it's like unnatural, where we're not sitting there on desks and tables in offices all day. You know, where we're moving our bodies and we're in touch with the food that we're eating and the breath that we're, the air that we're breathing and the water that we're drinking. We're very conscious of these things. You know, in a couple of generations, it's going to be second nature. It's going to be natural for us to be on top of this stuff. But right now we're sick and we're unhealthy, so we've got to look after ourselves and work on the physical, the mental, the spiritual. But it all begins with the physical. How are you moving? Are you even moving? Are you even moving? An amazing friend of mine, Mo, Mohsen Al-Faraj, he said something to me about movement. He said, what did he say? He said something like this. I'm not going to say it word for word, but it was like, movement is life. Like, when you find life, there is movement. The only time when there is no movement is when there is death. Like, if you're not moving, you're dead. Basically, dead people are the only ones that don't move. Think about what that means. So we got to keep moving. We got to stay healthy. We got to look after each other. We got to look after ourselves, our bodies. Be conscious of what it is that we're doing. Think long term. And also be present in the moment with what you're doing, and connect with your higher self. Think about the person that you want to be. Think about the levels of health that you'd like to achieve, and operate from that place. Imagine you've already achieved these things. How's that person living? That person who's healthy, that person who's happy, how are they living? Do what they would do. Go ahead. Peace anyway, take care, have an amazing day. Enjoy yourself. Do what you love, do what you care about, do what you're passionate about. Get some exercise today. If you're someone that's not used to exercise, and someone that's feeling quite there's a low level of motivation, just go and take a walk. Honestly, go and take a walk. Leave your phone in the house. Go and take a walk and get some fresh air. Move your body just a little bit. Maybe even walk a little bit faster. Just challenging yourself just a little bit. Don't have to start with mad, crazy, advanced movements. Just take it one step at a time, okay? Because we're in this journey. And it's a slow thing. And imagine if you were to take one step forward for 365 days. Just one tiny step. You'll look back and you'll be like, yes, I made progress. But if you don't take any steps forward and you just let time pass because you're thinking to yourself, it's too hard for me to do today, or you're demanding too much from yourself, you're making your targets, your goals too big, too overwhelming, then a year from now you'll look back and you'll just be exactly where you were. You wouldn't have moved forward. So take small steps every single day, and the small steps add up. Go ahead. Have an amazing day. Peace. Team Physical, Usman.